Hey, we're slacking, but we're finally live. Sorry about that. We got distracted. I got distracted and I was talking too much. Got distracted and I lost track of time. But we are live. Thanks for hanging out while I am busy yapping. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Timbo, Lawrence, Diego, Dean Bishop, Dabda, good morning, Peter Schapp, good morning, Diego, MM, good morning, Nathan Ramirez, Hubert, R5 Studios, good morning, Neil, Dean Bishop, good morning, Mr. Wall Street, Micro Player. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's get it. Good morning, M. Susan. Good morning, Orlando. Christopher Garcia, man, it's been a long time. Good to see you. Black Coffee Trader, good morning. Kamish, good morning. All right, market. Let's zoom out a little bit here. Right now we have the high, the overnight session high is at the 290s. The low of the session is 180. We got about a 100-point move so far in the overnight session, or a 100-point range. I don't know how I feel about today. I was looking at the charts. I'm looking at the daily chart. Like, looking at the daily chart, I don't know. I hate being we all know the market only goes up, so I'm very cautious. But I do feel like we could be in for a little bit of a pullback today. So I don't know why. I don't know why today I'm just feeling kind of bearish. We had, so yesterday's session ended up being pretty much sideways day, and then into the close we had a massive push higher into the close, but the overnight or the yesterday lows are basically the 22-100s. I'm kind of looking for this to, I'm kind of looking for shorts to set up here, but we'll see. Good morning, everybody. Amelia Stitcher, good morning. How we doing? Let's do it. Took a couple trades on my, I was actually on my Tradify accounts. Feel pretty fortunate to be green. I took some bad trades in the overnight. When the market opened up last night, where was it? Somewhere. For some reason, I fought the trend in the overnight session. I was down like $200 or something per account. And then I did make it back, this right here. But anyway, we'll see if I trade. I might trade the Tradify accounts today. Not sure yet. Not sure. But we are in a very choppy session this morning right now. Ace Undercover, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Also, we have today, so Scott from FastTrack is going to be testifying today. That should be interesting. We should, I wish someone had. We need to play some highlights. Need to play some highlights from FastTrack Trading. All right, let's see. I mean, right now we're just in this range. So Scott is testifying it's on a Zoom call. We'll probably pull it up and watch it live. So 10:30 is when it starts. So at around 10:30, we'll probably pull it up and watch it live with everyone, because why not? It should be some pretty interesting, should be pretty interesting, but it is only a discovery, so it could be pretty boring as well. Yeah, it's basically a discovery. The court, he's having to testify under oath on his assets, which should be interesting, but we need some, for the old time's sake, we need some, I will never rug pull your payouts again. Good morning, Sharouz. Good to see you. All right, continuing lower here. I'm very curious if we... kind of curious if the 160s will hold. Today, Apple announces the new iPhone. Oh, really, Garcia? Interesting. Yeah, Neil, I actually thought about trading yesterday afternoon, but I just honestly didn't like the price action. And I checked in around 130. And around 130, this is what I saw. Just, I was not, didn't like what I saw, so I just closed the charts and we'll see what happens. I don't like shorting, but today seems to be the day to look for short setups. I do feel like I might be wrong, but I do feel like we're going to sell off today. Maybe not sell off anything crazy, but just have a little bit of a daily pullback, but we'll see. Don't want to get too biased. I don't want to get too biased. If we start to rip higher, then we adapt and we go long. But if we do start to sell off, then we will definitely jump in and take some shorts. Take some short setups. This is not financial advice, by the way. I will not be able to stream this afternoon, though. We do have friends. Right now in Florida, there's a lot of people from Ohio. There's a lot of people from Ohio that are coming to Florida for a week or 2 weeks for vacation. So we are having my family, my father-in-law, mother-in-law, and my brother, they were here last week. They left Tuesday. They left. But we have some friends that are going to be stopping in. They're going to be stopping in today to visit, so I will not be able to stream this afternoon. It's going to be like that from now, honestly. Probably from now until end of March. There's going to be a lot of friends kind of coming in, stopping in and leaving, and but it's good. It's good to have some family and friends here. Bring them in the closet. I thought about it, Orlando. If you recall, yesterday 3MA low on the daily was the low of the day today. Yeah, I saw that, Sharouz. I did see that, and again today we have the pre-market low right here at the 180s. And yeah, I think that could definitely, I think that's going to be an important level here. We're just hanging out here at the 180s. I am not interested. For me to be interested in a short, we need to get below the 160s. I want to see us get below the 160s, and then I will look for a short setup. But for now, we're chilling. I think right here we could see this rip higher. Could see this. I'm just gonna wait. Wait and see what we see. Trade what we see. Wait, what happened to the German DAX this morning? Dropped 500 points and still heading south? What? Really, David Roberts? That's crazy. That's a crazy sell-off. I don't know. I don't know. I'm here for the duck race. You know what, guys? I have some stuff to give away today as well. I've been meaning to do some giveaways. I have some Apex accounts that we can do some giveaways on. Actually, you know what, guys? No, we're not going to do the Apex giveaways until tomorrow. You know why? I want to wait to do the Apex account giveaways until there is no sale. Because right now there's an 80% sale, and the giveaways, I think, will just mean a lot more to people when there is no sale going at the moment. So I'll be doing some Apex giveaways tomorrow and Friday probably. Does the pre-market start at 4 a.m.? I'm not even sure. I think officially, Diego, this is how I break out my overnight trading. I started breaking it out like this. Basically, and I don't even know that this is according to exactly how the time is, but from 6 o'clock until 9 o'clock is kind of one section. And then from 12 o'clock to 3:30 is another section. And then from 3:30 to 7 o'clock is kind of, then 7 o'clock, I think, is technically when the pre-market starts. Oh, wow, look at that. We do have a big selling off down to the 160s here. This is what I've been looking for. Now we are going to see some support here at the 160s. I just want to see this. I want to see us sell off down through the 160s, and then we are going to be interested in a short if we get it. This could bounce right here and rip higher, so not looking to short this. We're just going to wait. No problem, Diego. That's kind of how I look at it. I'm sure everybody looks at it different. It doesn't matter. You can sign up after the sale. Hey, let's go, Mr. Wall Street. You scalped that. Nice. Yeah, Black Coffee, let's go. Love to see people get green days. Oh, I love it. All right, let's see if we retest maybe the 180s. Toasted Talks, Affordable Indicators made a trade copier. Yeah, they've had a trade copier for quite some time. Their account dashboard also can act like a trade copier. I have used it. I don't think it's bad, but I have found that Replicanto seems to be a little more accurate, and I don't have as much slippage between accounts when I'm doing a Replicanto versus the trade copier from Affordable Indicators. But I mean, that was just my experience. All right, let's see what happens here at the 180s. Hey, let's go, Peter Schapp. Yeah, that opening trade here been very choppy. Hard to get any good. Seems like the last 2 days, definitely the last 2 days have been a little bit of a, not been the greatest for the orb. I might get back to trading that 3-minute opening range strategy that I trade. I might get back to doing that here in the near future. But all right, is this gonna pop? If we get above the if we get above the 195, the 200s here, obviously for me to be actually looking at taking a long, in order to be taking a long trade, we need to get above VWAP. We need to get above that 220. If we get above that 220s, then we will shift our bias and we will look to take some longs. But until then, we chilling. I am chilling, trying to be, I don't know, I don't want to say that I'm trying to be cautious, but I'm just trying to trade what I say. Trade what I say. What are the stats telling you on that 3-minute opening trade? Martman, you know what? I should actually run the stats again, but when I was doing the back test, that was back in December. I back tested it for 6 months and it had really, I have a spreadsheet that shows all the results, but it was good. It was definitely profitable. Now, when I did it on a live session, I think I made more money than I lost. I should track that a little better, but okay, is FOMC as well today? Hey, good morning, John. Good morning, John. How's it going? Was the high a day until late afternoon yesterday? Yep, John, I know. I was very happy that I just walked away when I did yesterday because we just started going sideways and it just wasn't great price action. Yesterday after 11 o'clock, it was just kind of meh. So pretty happy with walking away. I trade what I see. and all you see is, yeah, exactly, Rad Poker. That's pretty much what I'm seeing. So we have FOMC minutes, which usually isn't, I mean, it usually isn't that volatile, but maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's see. I mean, this, if we start to consolidate here, it's kind of a very, it's tempting short here, but this 160 level, we could definitely see, I could definitely see us make a move above the 220s here if the bulls want to squeeze the shorts. Hey, thanks, Jamie. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Hey, Matty Matt. Good morning, Matty Matt. No, that's not what I wanted to hear. That was a rough opening, Matty Matt. Is that where it happened? Man, I might take... Man, I'm not sure what I do here. It's tempting me to take a short. Tempting me, but I'm worried about the 60s. We could, this is where we would make a rip higher if we do. So, don't want to get too aggressive shorting here. All right, let's see. See if we rip above this 200. We need to get above the 220s for me to really be interested in a long. Still short biased. I still think we go lower today, but all right, come on, market. Do something. This market is just kind of dead. Man, I might take this. If we break here, I'm going to take it. All right, now we just want to see new lows. This is my stop actually needs to be almost. I almost want to have my stop right here. If I'm wrong here, this is going to rip higher and if we don't make new lows here, I just don't. I'm gonna cut my losses. Cut my losses here if we don't make new lows. This could be a trap for the shorts. Could be a trap. We need new lows. There we go. Rip it. Just need. All right, here we go. Let's get it. Give me those lows. Now, my next target, like if I want to be super aggressive, I would target the 100. Basically, targeting yesterday's lows. But it's pretty aggressive. I'm not sure I'll do that. Maybe we'll see if we can trail it. If we can trail this, but we do need to make new lows here. Need to make new lows. This could rip right back higher. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to have my stop right here. This is kind of a meh trade. Looks like we're going to get stopped on our runner, which is fine. Maybe. Yeah, 160, that 160 is a lot of support right there. So that's why I feel like if we get down through the 160s, through the 155s, I do think we could see a big drop down to the 100s, but we're struggling to get down through that 160s level. Come on, market. Just rip down through that 150s and we'll be good. All right, and there's the pop higher. Pretty much break even trade, whatever. Now I'm just waiting. Now we're chilling. And that might have been a run. Really, we're going to do this? Oh, that was brutal stop out. That's a brutal stop out right there. Now we're gonna make new lows. Really? What is going on? That was kind of rude. That was kind of rude. I'm not gonna lie. That was rude. Uh yeah, it's okay. I mean, I was hoping for a break of that 160s, but I don't know. Doesn't seem like we were gonna get it. I mean, here we go. This might do it. This might rip here. That was a wicked stop out right there. Yeah, see, now we're gonna lose the 150s. And I think this could, man, this is rough. Because now I don't want to re-enter, and I probably should. Ah, I hate it when that happens. Hate that. We got stop run. That's what happened. That was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. All right. Well, now I'm not going to chase this. Man, that's rough. They call that a prison dump. Yeah, we got shot in the keister. Man, that's rough. Hey, good morning, NP. Design knob, good morning. Futures trader, good morning. Look for the retest of yesterday's low. Yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at, the 100s. If we come back up and restart if we make a move higher, we start to consolidate a little bit, I will take another stab at this short. But man, this is looking very heavy, and I wish I was in short. I really wish I was. I wish I was in short here. I think we're gonna test that 100 level. And I'm not gonna join. That's what sucks. Did I ever do a strategy where I enter at the 21 EMA? No, not enter just blindly at the 21 EMA. I'm pretty sure if you backtest that strategy where you just enter at a touch, I don't think it's profitable. You have to have more than that, but obviously I mean, maybe. You never know. Test it. When I miss a trade, I like to think that there's always another one. Yeah, it's true. It's just unfortunate how it happened. How in the world did we get stopped? We just literally got wicked in right there. And we're just going to go straight down to my 100 target. Feels real bad. One thing the other thing I'm thinking about, like, and I've been doing a lot of thinking and testing about my 50Ks, and more so how I'm going to trade my 50Ks once I start. Because one thing with trading the 50Ks, I want to start with a certain size, and then I want to stay consistent with that size. And like, this was only 2 micros. Yeah, it sucks, but it's not that big of a deal. Like, but if this happens when you're trading 1 to 2 minis, like, that would be a different thing. That would really, really irritate me. I think the mental part of it would definitely be harder. It's a lot easier to accept being shot in the tick when it's not that much money. But when it's $400 or $500, man, that would be rough. That would be rough. But right now, I did some calculations, and right now, I can't do two minis. Two minis is too much on a 50K account. It's just not realistic. I mean, you can, but you literally have to get very, very lucky in the beginning. You cannot afford to have losing trades. If you trade if you trade two minis on a 50K, you just can't afford to have a rough, like you have to have like 2-3 winning trades right off the rip. If you do that, then you're okay. But if you don't, it's going to be rough. Dave Mack, yeah, the PW, hey, the PW fans have, honestly, they've been great. I have to say, that surprised me. But I appreciate that. But yeah, right now, based on my calculations, doing some back testing, right now, my plan is to trade 12 micros on the fresh 50K accounts. Once I do start trading them, I'm going to be trading 12 micros. So that's kind of the plan. And obviously, basically my stop loss is going to be around kind of similar to what I do now, which is anywhere from 50 to 100 ticks. And obviously our loss for the day is going to be 650, like 650 per account. We're going to be done for the day. And if that happens in one trade, so be it. But that would be our, there it goes. Look at that. All the way down to the 120s. I wish I was in this trade, but we're not. Now we're just going to have FOMO, I guess. That's unfortunate, man. Design up. Sitting on a wick. 60 minutes. Trend being broken. I know. This is literally... I think it's worse when you basically call out the market, what it's going to do, and you take a trade on it, but then you get stopped out, but then the market does exactly what you wanted it to do. I think that's probably the worst feeling. And I think sometimes the right thing to do is just to get in again. But if you get in again and then it keeps reversing and stopping you out, then you start to revenge trade. It's just a difficult thing, man. All right, I could see us pull back down below, like testing the 22,000s again today. I think that definitely is a possibility. But for now, we're chilling. You're looking for 22,100? Yeah, I do think we get that 22,100. I do think we get it. This is unfortunate. Unfortunate. Here we go, 22. Man, I'd like to see this. Come on, market. Give me a pullback. Let me get in, then take it down to the 100s. Can we do that? Getting very, very close to jumping in here. Urgh. Looks like here we go. Just slowly selling off here. Oh, man. Look at the 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart. This is The 120s will definitely also offer some support here. I do think we take out the 100s, but then we have the 60s here. And now we're getting a rip. We just need to be patient. This is where it can go wrong. You start to get impatient, and then you FOMO in. You FOMO into a position, and you think it is going to go test a certain area. So then you just don't even care where you're getting in. You just get in anywhere. But then all of a sudden the market starts to reverse, and then you're in a real. Then you got issues. That's when you got issues. I think as long as we stay under 146, it looks like a sell mode. I mean, yeah, I think as long as we stay below the 170s, honestly, as long as we stay below the 170s, we should see this. Or I'm only looking for shorts. Today it goes down. I need my money back. You just described my tilt sessions, ignorant bliss. I mean, that's exactly how I go on tilt sometimes. It's literally like that. It always happens when I feel like, when I get way too confident that we're going to test a certain level. When I feel like, okay, we're testing this level 100%, because then you justify taking bad entries. And it's not a good idea. It's just a bad idea. All right, now if we do consolidate here a little bit, I can take an entry here, but we do need to consolidate at least for one candle, consolidate here to the sideways before we take a short. Man, this might just rip right down without me. Unreal. Ah. I want to see what this does here. Close of this candle is going to be important. Wow. Okay, now I do think yeah, we're chilling. This would still give a short setup depending on, man, if I basically a break of this is this might not fill though, which is okay. Wow, we're just gonna rip now. All right, this candle closes, then we take this off. Hmm. No one listens to the design knob. No, we listen design. We listen design. We just don't always do. We just don't always do it. All right, this is not looking like we're gonna get. I mean, if this gives me a big wick and fills it, then I do want to stay in it. But yep, this is not. We can still get a short setup. I'm paying attention here. Paying attention. We don't obey. I need to call PW. Why is that? He has someone there today, doesn't he? Oh dear. All right, if we get hit here, we will take it. All right, we're waiting. See if we get filled here. Hey, let's go. You just activated your 300K account on Apex. Let's go, Sharoos. I saw that. That's awesome. Hey, Kellyanne in the building. Good morning, Kellyanne. How is it going? How's your morning? How's your morning, Ben? This morning, okay, we're not going to get filled here the way this is looking. Maybe we get... And we're filled. All right, this is kind of a... I don't know how to feel about this entry. I got wicked in on that trade, and I hate getting wicked in without a follow through. Like if we just get wicked in and it immediately rips higher is not a great feeling. It's like the exact reverse opposite of getting shot in the tick. Okay, right here. Come on. Give me a big sell off here. All right, we need to follow, just follow through here. Don't wick me. First target filled and now... Come on, don't... All right, we're going to be patient. Let this trade work. I'm going to let this trade work. I like where my stop is at. I'm going to keep my stop here. And we're going to look for the 100s. We're going to front run the 100s. I'm going to do my target here at the 105s. And we just let it work. Let the trade work. If we make new lows, I will move my stop to break even. But I'm going to let this work. We might go a little bit sideways. We might have to sit through a little bit of drawdown, but that's okay. We chilling. We chilling. I like the setup. We need to tap at least 60. Where are we? Oh, the 60s here. Yeah, we could. That could definitely be in the books. Hopefully not much more than 60. But hey, this is where I've emotionally accepted a loss. If that happens, it happens. It's okay. All right, market. See what we do here. Love to get this candle to close red. This candle close red would be great. Would be ideal. So far, the 150Ks are the best for me. Yeah, Sharuz, I do like the 150Ks. If you just have to be more patient, I feel like. You just got to be more patient. Yay, let's go, Dabda. Come on, make new lows here. That would be awesome. Give me the 100s, baby. Give me the 100s. Do it. Tales of text-to-speech. Come on, market. This is teasing. What time is it? Oh, it's only 10:24. Oh, we need to remember. We need to remember the Scott. we need to pull up the Scott testifying. FTT testifying. I want to hear some of the Scott, what he has to say. This is not ideal. Not ideal. But like we said, we're going to take this. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out. It is what it is. I can actually access the Zoom. I think you can. Kellyanne, do you know, can anyone hop on that Zoom call with Scott later or in 6 minutes from now? Is that available to anyone and everyone? Okay, you have the link. I think I have the link too. Or I think JMU posted that. Okay. Oh, Kellyanne, I have to hang on. Is it the Zoom link? Is that the one? Okay, I think, yeah, okay, I got it. All right, let's see. Hang on, guys. We're getting everything ready. You're about to join Zoom meeting. FBI investigates bankruptcy crimes. That sounds like a good time to me. Okay, I do not want to show my face. Please no. I also don't really want to show my name. All right, hang on, guys. We're getting there. Please wait. I assume we'll all be muted. I assume. All right, we do have him. We got him. I am muted. All right, guys, give me a second.
This it was a hot deal, and so I'll look into it. But I appreciate that. I got to throw my tie on, John.
All right, can you hear me, Raj? Roger?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. I'm just anticipating some problems with this case coming up.
All right, guys, can you hear? Is it too loud?
We're having an exorbitant amount of.
Yeah, I muted myself.
Can you hear it?
Is the sound good, guys?
Okay.
Man, are we gonna get stopped out here?
All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jack McDonald. I'm an attorney. I've been appointed by the United States trustee to act as the interim trustee for the cases that are assigned here for the 1030 block on this Wednesday, the 19th day of February 2025. We're experiencing a lot of
how's the volume, guys?
I'm going to
sound is
right
good
now.
Order filled.
Coming,
and we got stopped. Feels bad.
I'm going to ask that everyone
Order
that clicks
submit.
on
Order
keep your
canceled.
video off until I call your specific case. Reason being is we're trying to save band space, and if we get to a certain number, I'm afraid the system may go down. Okay.
Oh,
if the
so
system
we're in.
goes down,
We're in.
specifically the cases that
So
are
if you didn't
assigned,
join, and you might not be able to get in,
or associated with
look
the
at our
FastTrack
right
matter,
here. Here's
we
our
will
good friend Scott.
schedule
Our
that
good friend Scott, right here.
for March 3rd at 9 o'clock.
Welcome
That's
home.
if the system goes down. I guess if the system goes black, we'll all know it. Okay.
Welcome home, boys.
But the numbers
Wait,
keep coming in.
Patrick
I don't
didn't
know.
get
After I
in.
spoke with the United States Trustee's
He's
office,
going to be so
how much
mad.
band space
He's
this will
going to be
take.
so mad.
The system. So what I'm going to
Whoa,
do.
look at that rip. Yeah, we're glad we got out of that trade. Okay, we were wrong. It's fine. We take our L. Anyway,
the video off to save some band space.
Just let me know, guys, how the sound volume is on. Actually,
for this half hour before we touch fast track, so at least if something happens, we at least move those 4. Okay. For the debtors' purposes, this is called the 341A creditors meeting. I think what I'm going to do now as more and more people pile up, I'm going to keep them in the waiting room because I'm assuming that they're for the fast track matter. Until we get to fast track. So on the as to the 341 and the debtors, for your information,
Okay,
we
can
would
you
normally
guys
have
see?
done this matter in the courthouse itself.
Let me
But
open
due
this a
to
little bit
rule
more.
changes, we are now doing it on this platform called Zoom.
So we
Doesn't
got
mitigate
John
the legal
McDonald, the
proceeding. The debtor is
trustee.
now going to partake. Debtors.
Where did our friend Scott
testimonies
go?
given
Where
under
did
oath
Scott
is
go?
subject to the penalty of perjury.
Scott, we need
Bankruptcy
to see
crimes
your
are
camera,
investigated by
man.
the Federal Bureau of
Come on.
Investigations, and they're prosecuted by the United States Attorney's Office. I'm going to ask that all parties, when they do speak loud enough and clear enough for the recording device located on my end, so it can pick
Okay, I'll try not to talk too much.
and there will be a clear and concise.
This is nonsense. Why give it attention? This is not nonsense.
If you desire,
this is actually pretty important information.
That specific
Why
case,
don't I trade the other 50K accounts?
the process in
I
which you
just
do that
haven't
is you
got.
call the United States
I'm
Trustee's
focusing on my
office in
150K
Newark, New
accounts,
Jersey,
trying to get these accounts to pay out.
and the information is today's
Man, what is
date.
this market?
Okay, 2/19/25, and the
The
time
market is reacting to Scott
will be
testifying.
10:30, and
That's
the
what it
name
is.
of the debtor. And they
Sorry,
will
Wall
get you a
Street.
transcript.
We give the people what they
of
want.
that and mail it to you. I think there is a slight reproduction fee. I also have to inform you that the
Can I
United
mute
States
my Ninja
Trustee's
Trader
Office
audio?
prohibits
Oh,
any recording of this hearing besides the audio on my end in any shape or form. You can't take a camera snapshot. You can't record the audio. You can't record it via video. Okay, with that said, we're going to commence with the calendar for the 10:30 block. Okay, Bill, your first case, Brittany Lynn, 25-10443, your appearance.
William Bonomo admitted in the District of New Jersey for the petition of Brittany. Come off mute and put your video on, please. I know she's there. I saw her on the participants list.
Can you see me? It says my video is on,
Yes,
but
There it is. We
Okay.
got you.
Ma'am, do you have any objection with being sworn?
I don't.
All right, if you raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the
do you
truth?
think he's going to plead
I
the
do.
fifth the entire way? He
Can I have
might.
your full
He
name and
might.
address, please, ma'am?
Brittany Lynn Vietes, 4 Roxburgh Hill Road, Phillipsburg, New Jersey, 08865.
Okay.
Hey, I have an idea. Hang on, guys.
There came a time when Bill prepared a draft petition for you prior to it being filed. Did you review it?
I did.
I'm going to rename my
Did you
name to
sign it?
Welcome Home.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Did you sign it?
I did.
Welcome home.
And after you reviewed, did you find the contents of that document to be true and accurate?
I did.
What are we
Would you like to add or
watching?
delete anything to
This
it? at
is
time?
Scott from
I
Fast
would
Track
not.
Trading, testifying.
Have you ever filed
under
for
oath.
bankruptcy before?
I have not.
According to your petition, you don't own any real estate. Is that accurate?
That is accurate.
Do you own any stocks, bonds, mutual
This is
funds?
a civil. This is a bankruptcy
do not.
case.
you
Welcome home.
No.
Scott is in
Is anyone holding any
Romania with
property
Andrew
for you?
Tate.
No, there is not.
Does anyone owe you any money?
No,
Are you paying back any loans to any family members or friends?
I'm not. No,
Do you own any antiques or collectibles?
no,
Do you have a safety deposit box at the bank?
no, I do not.
Do you own a business?
No, I do not.
Man, they're
Has
being
anyone
kind of.
passed
I
that would
mean,
leave you any money or property?
No,
who is this Brittany gal?
Do you have any cash surrender value and in any life insurance policy?
no, I do not.
Hey, let's go, Orlando. Yeah, who is
Are
Brittany?
you obligated to pay alimony, child support, or spousal support to anyone else?
Do you guys want to see more
No,
of
I'm
this?
not.
Do you want to see it bigger?
Have you been involved in a motor vehicle accident in the last 2 years?
I haven't.
Okay. Are you presently suing anyone for any reason?
No, I'm not.
Well, I asked her if she's ever owned any stocks or anything like that, and she said no. I think she's in the potty. Leave her alone, please.
Hey, folks, whoever Jay is on the screen, please put yourself on mute. We heard everything you just said about the bathroom. All right. Are there
I
any
can't
creditors
believe they
appearing in
allow
this
people
matter?
to talk. Like, we could unmute
None noted,
ourselves
ma'am.
and talk.
At this
That's
time, we're going to
crazy.
close your 341 exam. I personally want to wish you good luck,
She's
good
on
health,
the
a fresh start.
potty.
And you and Bill are
Is
welcome
that who
to
it
leave
is,
the meeting.
John? Are you
Thank you.
serious?
Thank you, Jack. Have a good day.
You too, Bill.
Good to see
Oh
you.
no, my
too, John.
gosh! Now I get, John. I should never
Let
trust
me
your
just
links
make a
ever.
further announcement for all these folks that have just come
John.
on. I think we're up to about 100. Kindly keep your video off until your specific case is called, if it is needed for you to be put on. The reason being is it draws band space, and I don't want the system to go down. I just don't know how many folks we could carry. So kindly keep yourself on mute and your video off until
I want to
then,
see.
okay?
I want to see the different names.
Thanks for your cooperation.
Are we the only one that
All
actually
right,
has
next
a
matter is
that actually has a good name?
Kofferman Mark 2510454. Mr. Vera, are you there? I'm going to mark it as a
welcome
no-show for right
home.
now.
We have a couple names here
Mr.
that
Wilson,
are
we're
said
going to do
Scott's
yours
number
next.
one fan.
Spangelberg, Christie, 25-104-63. Mr. Wolfson, your appearance, please.
Yeah, it does seem like
Yes,
we
good
might be doing the
morning. That
V-shape
case is
remove.
ready. William Wolfson on behalf of Christy Spangenberg, who is seated next to me, and we are ready to proceed.
Thank you. Ma'am, do you have any objection with being sworn?
No.
You raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Can I have your full name and address, please?
Wait, they haven't started FTT
My
yet?
address is 2 White Birch Park, Hampton, New Jersey, 08827.
Thank you. All right, there came a time when Mr. Wolfson shared with you a draft petition prior to it being filed.
Can
Is
I
that accurate?
change?
Yes.
After you
this-
reviewed
would
it,
you guys
did
rather
find
have
the
it like
contents
this?
of the document to be true and accurate?
Yes.
Did you sign it?
Yes.
All right. Have you ever filed for bankruptcy before?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
How long ago?
Chapter 13 was.
You want me to help you?
Yeah.
Okay. For the record, I think you filed in 15 or 16 with Eric Leinbach. At some point, I took over the case. I'd have to confirm that date.
All right. Would you be that kind, Bill? Thank you.
Sure.
Ma'am, according to your petition, you don't own any real estate. Is that accurate?
Yes.
You own any stocks, bonds, mutual funds?
I do have stocks.
Okay. Are they
Uh-oh,
contained?
busted.
Let me see your petition. Okay. There. Mr. Wolfson does have them noted. Is anyone holding any property for you?
No.
Have you transferred any property to someone else?
No.
Does anyone owe you any money?
No.
Are you paying back any loans to family members or friends?
No.
How do I get rid of the
you have an
pop-ups on
interest in a
Ninja Trader
business?
when price hits
No.
stop loss
Do
take
you have any
profit?
antiques
Yeah,
or
I'm not sure.
collectibles?
No.
She says
Do you have a
GME, I
safety
might
deposit
die.
box at the bank?
No.
Do you own a business?
No.
Has anyone unfortunately passed that would leave you any money or property?
No.
Do you have any cash surrender value on a life insurance policy?
No.
So Kellyanne, do you know when
Are you
Do you know
obligated
when
to pay
FTT
alimony,
is gonna
child
be
support,
coming?
spousal support to anyone else?
No.
Have you been involved in a motor vehicle accident in the last 2 years?
yeah,
No.
Tate,
Are you
same.
presently suing anyone for any reason?
No.
Okay. Are there any creditors appearing in this matter? Okay, there are none noted. Ma'am, we're going to close your 341 exam at this time. I personally want to wish you good luck, good health, a fresh start. And Bill, you could just supply me with that in an email if you don't mind.
Yes, I will provide you with the information for when the last case was filed. I believe it was more than 8 years ago.
Okay,
Okay, and what was the other information you required?
that was it.
Okay, very good. I'll send that by email in the next hour or so.
Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Bye
Jim.
now.
Thank you.
Bye now. Okay, John and Virginia Helden, 25-104-73.
Yes, hello.
Okay, is that both of you there?
Yes.
Okay, Roger, you out there?
I'm here, Mr. McDonald.
Okay, can I just have your appearance, sir?
Sure. Good morning, Mr. McDonald. Roger Yale on behalf of the Heldens.
So this
Good
is
morning,
actually
everyone.
a different case right now.
Mr. and Mrs. Helden, do you have any
all right.
objection to being sworn?
No.
I'm going to shut off the sound for you guys. I'm going to shut it off here. I'm going to be listening. So as soon as FTT starts coming up, I will make sure to play it for you guys. But for now, this is nothing to do with FTT. So no need to waste our time. Meanwhile, market goes up. Who's shocked? Raise your hand if you're shocked. Yeah, Dar, I know. It is just boring right now. We'll wait till we see. We did see Scott. So I'll listen. I'll have it on my earbuds. I'll be listening, and as soon as I see some FTT things, I will let you guys know, and we'll get it back to live. Raise your hand if you're long. Nicely done, Kellyanne. Let's go. Nicely done. I definitely, above this 180, I am kind of interested in jumping on board. I would prefer we get a move above the 200s. If we get a move above the 200s, then I like it. I like a long. No problem, Dabda. Hey, 300K account, 700 in profit. Let's go, Sharoos. Let's go. Also, the 80% sale with Apex is ending tonight, just FYI. Ends at midnight tonight. Unless they extend it, which they have not been extending sales as of recent. So, all right. I mean, if you're long here, obviously this, we came down, it hit my target right here. And as soon as we'd failed to make new lows here, honestly, that would have been a good long entry right here. Basically, where my stop was would have been a good entry long. Because that we would have broken above the EMA, failed to make new lows. Would have been a pretty good long entry right there, but obviously, we did not take it. I got distracted by the Scott thing. That's what I'll blame it on, too. You went long at 162. Coffee trader, let's go. All right, making a move above the 90s, 93s. Let's see if we take out VWAP right here. 94s, 94 and a half. Hey, let's go, Kellyanne. Why did I turn it off, Josh? Because they're not doing the FTT yet. They have a different bankruptcy case that they have. So we're waiting until I'm listening to it, and as soon as they start talking about FTT, I will bring it back. But right now it's a different case that they're going on about. I don't know what. I mean, I thought it started at 10:30, but it looks like they're just running late. Oh, wait, Kellyanne has you blocked? You don't say, Josh. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I mean, I look at you and Kellyanne. You and Kellyanne is like a power couple, you know? You guys get along so well. I love to see it. How will you ever survive? You're out at 195. Let's go, Black Coffee. Nice trade. Yeah, right here, this was a good entry long. Honestly, this, if I wouldn't have been paying attention to the Zoom call, when we pulled back here, right there was my entry. Definitely missed out on that long, but it's okay. We're going to get more opportunities. I'm watching, I'm listening. Uh-oh. Is this them?
Take yourself off mute.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, there you go. Your appearance, please.
Yes, David Stein, Walens Goldman, and Spitzer appearing for the debtor FastTrack Trading.
Thank you. And by
Okay,
way
we're
of
live.
introduction, who do you have with you?
I have on the phone Scott Trieste, the managing member of the debtor.
Is Scott on? Does he have? All right, Scott, can you
All right,
turn on
we're
your camera,
going, boys.
please?
This
on,
is
sir?
Fast Track
There you
Trading.
go.
Look at our
Okay, I
good
see you.
buddy Scott.
Thanks.
Welcome home.
Okay, Scott. You have any objection with being sworn?
No, sir.
You raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in your testimony here this morning?
I do.
Okay. By way of introduction, let me have your name, address, and your position with Fast Track Trading LLC.
Scott Trieste, 1700 Tilton's Corner Road in Wall, New Jersey, 07719. I'm the former founder and CEO of Fast Track Trading.
Okay. Now, what kind
Rip.
of business was Fast Track Trading?
Fast Track Trading provided a platform for virtual and simulated trading in the United States futures market.
And when did it start?
May 20th, 2024.
And when did it cease operating?
November 7th, 2024.
Now, just for the record, for everyone else on here, Scott, we have met on 2 occasions
Correct.
Previous to this hearing. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Once at counsel's office for a briefing on what the business was, what the situation was, the location of assets. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And then we met on another time to pick up an asset at the Wall residence. Is that correct?
Correct.
No, a third time. You mentioned
3 times, right. You picked up the car.
Pick up the collectible.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh dear.
All right. The vehicles of the debtor. How did these vehicles purchases work, and for what purpose, and what was the disposition of these assets?
At its onset, I had a vision to create a sister company to Fast Track Trading. And again, this was all if I had my druthers and if the company kept continuing at the pace of growth that it was, we were going to create a subsidiary sister company to Fast Track Trading called EHT Motorsports. And EHT Motorsports was going to basically offer luxury, if not super level class cars at a daily rental rate. So somebody coming down to the beach on a Tuesday in the summertime could rent. The thinking was any one of our cars through a third party app. In terms of how we acquired those cars, we generally look for things that depreciated between 40 and 70% from its MSRP. We found the cars online. Myself and a colleague or two would go look at them, assess them, decide whether they were a good deal or not, and we buy it. Of the 9 or 10 cars that we bought, about 75% came from FastTrack trading funds, and we own the cars outright. We didn't take any debt and acquired the car. And of the, like I said, the 9 or 10 that we had, almost all of them ended up untitled and useless once the company disbanded, because no rental company actually was ever created, and the cars effectively were used by my employees as a basically rather than rent. We were doing a lot of traveling. Every week we'd have 7, 8, 10 guys or girls at our New Jersey office, and we basically used the cars as internal company transportation. And never once did we, like I said, continue or complete the formulation of the rental car company. We used them internally until they were all sold.
Okay. So they basically bought
Now,
cars with your payout money. That's what happened.
About some specific vehicles.
Sure.
And then everyone was just using the cars to transportation?
Acura.
Correct.
Okay,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
titled to your wife?
It's titled to my wife and was acquired long before the company started.
So that vehicle was purchased before the May 24th date, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Don't lie, Scott.
Now, how about the 2017 Porsche?
That was bought June or July, shortly after the company started.
Saturday night.
Scott, could you hold on a second? Folks, whoever is out there, kindly keep yourself on mute, please. We can hear everything you're saying, okay? Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Scott.
That wasn't me.
The Porsche was, again, a personal car bought with personal funds and titled on around July or August.
Yeah, a lot of rookies out by.
Okay, so the Porsche was purchased from personal funds?
Personal funds, yeah.
And personal funds that were yours, payout. Your wife's?
Yes.
Which one?
Both.
Both. So this was from joint money.
Correct.
And
you know how bad I want to unmute myself and say welcome home.
The traffic.
A couple weeks ago, would that be after the filing of the bankruptcy?
Yes.
Okay. How much did it sell for?
29,000, 30,000.
29K? Okay.
Fly, just fly. But you can fly RI.
Folks, let me repeat myself again. Anybody out there, please keep yourself on mute.
Fast affordable electrical services. They could go to an electrician or any home or business in Rhode Island. Visit us.
Oh, Chris is messing it up.
Okay. I'm sorry, Scott. I'm sorry, everybody else, for the interruption.
Chris, come on,
Scott,
Chris.
A 2014 Land Rover. Range Rover.
You can tell there's a lot of rookies on here.
When was that purchased?
Yeah, he's going to boot everybody if this keeps happening.
August of 24.
Correct.
But why does he not put himself where he's the only
money?
Anyway,
so that was purchased partially with company money and partially with personal funds, and the funds that were used from that car, I took as compensation
traitorous chick.
Against a reconciliation in New Jersey. Taxation called owner draw.
Okay. All right, let's just step back. So you sold the you purchased it in August of 24, and when did you sell it?
Probably I didn't sell that.
Excellence and integrity. They always have a supervisor on duty. Professional Security Services has an extensive range of security and surveillance services. If you need that.
Okay,
Scott, I hate
security officers, armed guards, and mobile patrols. So if you're putting on events,
people on mute.
These are the folks. They are
okay.
They're professional security services, and so they are
utmost
professionals.
Muted?
And they've established a superior surveillance workforce. Professional Security Services. They're local, and they're loyal, trustworthy, and they have a highly trained staff. Now, why call anybody else, right? Professional security services will
Oh
take
my
you
God.
anywhere,
We're gonna
anytime.
all get booted because of
Years
Chris.
ago, I went.
You
I've been talking about them
right there.
for quite
You.
some time.
What are you doing, Chris?
I think I might have got it. Okay.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry, Scott.
gosh,
No problem.
Chris, you
All
killing
right, so
me.
purchase 824 with partial funds from the company. How much was it purchased for?
In the low 30s somewhere, maybe 33,000, 30,000.
33K and sold for how much?
Chris is
11.
11K.
Yeah.
And when was it sold?
Same thing about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago after the filing of the bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now there's a 2010 Bentley Continental.
Correct.
And that's titled to your wife.
Yeah, we bought that the same day, and it's from the same place as the Range Rover.
So
And
that you purchased that 824-ish?
around then, yeah.
How much did you pay for that Bentley?
About the same price. It was not expensive. It was about 30 grand. Mid
30
30s.
grand. And then when
Mid
did you
30s.
who
sell
buy the 2010
that Bentley?
Bentley?
I have not sold that yet. I have money to pay against its service, and I have not.
Okay, so where's it located?
It's in Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
Oh dear.
All right, I'm sorry, Scott. It's located where?
In Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
And what's the name of the place?
Island Motorworks, maybe.
Island Motorworks.
Island Motorworks. Let me
And how
Google
much
that.
do you owe there?
About 8 grand.
He still
Okay.
owes 8 grand on it.
And that was purchased with company money?
Well, blended company. and
Blended.
personal.
Okay.
It was blended, guys. Blended.
All right. And just for the record, we took possession of the other Bentley at your home, I don't know, a week and a half ago or so. And that's already up for public auction coming up in several weeks. The 17 Maserati, which is titled to you.
Uh-oh.
When was
That
that
was-
purchased?
Uh-oh.
September of 2024.
September.
With company money?
Yes.
That's when the payouts were even being delayed and he bought a Maserati? What a...
And has that vehicle been sold?
Oh yeah, that was sold in December.
Sold in December.
Possibly end of November.
Sold December of 24. How much did you sell it for?
20,
20. How much did you buy it for?
26, 27.
He bought a Maserati for 26,000.
All right.
Oh my.
Then we moved to the 2020 Maserati, which was titled to you.
Right.
Okay. When was that
I need
purchased?
to interview this guy.
Same time around August.
August 24 for how much?
About 28 grand, 29 grand, the same as the other.
I mean,
Okay. And that was purchased with company money?
Correct.
Company money.
And
this is just
was that vehicle sold?
old luxury cars.
And when was that sold?
Did it
December.
have an engine?
And who was this for how much?
20,000, 19,000.
And who was it sold to?
Carvana.
Carvana?
Okay. All right. So it wasn't sold to an insider or
He sold it to Carvana.
okay, or a relative.
No.
Just backing
Oh,
up
I'm
on
dead.
the other Maserati that was sold in December for 20K. Who was that sold to?
Carvana.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Joey B. Joey B.
Were
Shut
all
it
these
down.
vehicles
Don't
sold that
say
way?
it.
Yes. So all the vehicles you mentioned were sold that way, yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, and then just on the list, the one vehicle that was titled.
Hey, you're muted.
Hey, Jack, I can't hear you.
I'm in possession of. Okay.
Hello? Jack,
I can't-
John.
I lost your audio.
Jack, I can't hear you at all.
Wow, we're seeing a rip higher here.
Can't hear you.
Joey B, shut it down. Don't do it, Joey B. Don't do it, Joe B. Yeah, it might be. It's okay. I see. So this guy was buying $28,000 luxury cars and sports cars for $28,000 and then reselling it on Carvana. Oh, I'm just dying. I'm dying, man. This is too funny. I just
Now,
have
David.
to think.
I can hear you now.
Okay,
wow.
we're back.
I was
Sorry, I
afraid
don't want to
that-
interrupt more than I have to.
Lost your video though.
Come on, John, get it together.
Okay.
There we
There
go,
you are.
John.
All right.
There you go. Joey B, you're in the danger zone. You need to be
Okay.
muted.
Now just stepping back staying with these vehicles. There was a G-Wagon in 2015.
Yep.
And that was registered to your wife.
Correct.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. And when was that purchased?
July.
Of 24?
Correct.
For how much?
40,000, 44,000, something like
Ooh,
that.
44? Wow.
Okay. And when was it sold, if it was?
It was sold in December in the mid to low 30s.
Please tell me Carvana.
30. And who was it sold to?
Carvana.
Okay. Now
Carvana is
this
getting some free publicity.
2015 Benz, was that purchased with company money?
Yes, it was.
He was company money. Payout funds.
Moving to a 2020
Welcome home, folks.
McLaren.
Yes.
When was that purchased?
September, late August, early September of
24.
2024. Yeah.
How much did you purchase?
There's the McLaren about 165,000.
Okay.
And that was blended funds.
All right, but it was
The funds
registered
were
to the
blended.
company, though, correct? Oh, and you.
It was not.
Registered to both of you. The company and you.
The company
It was not
was
registered as
blended. He put
the
cash
DMV
into a
search comes up,
blender
registered
and he
Fast
blended
Track
it,
and Scott.
and then he took that money to buy
Right.
the cars.
Right.
Oh dear, this is
So
good
you're
stuff,
saying this
Scott.
was
Good
used-
stuff.
This was blended
money
funds.
used to purchase this. How much of this was company money?
About 130, 135.
Okay.
130 of it was company money. There go your payouts,
And
guys.
was it sold?
Yes.
And when was it sold?
December.
I'm gonna guess he got
December
140 for it.
Correct.
For how much?
105.
105.
And who was it sold to?
A private buyer
Oh,
in New York.
private
Private
buyer. We
buyer
need
in
more
New York.
info. That ain't gonna cut it, John.
And was this private buyer in New York a personal friend, an acquaintance, or a relative?
No.
We need
Then
we need
there's
more
the
info.
white 2021 BMW 7 Series,
It was sold to Carvana in December.
December of 24 for how much?
50 something thousand, 55,000, something like that.
Okay. And,
Carvana stock just went up.
Let's back up. When did you buy it?
Sure.
Hey, hi, Alpine Gang.
But the same day I bought same time we got the McLaren and the Maserati.
The
The
same guy.
Levantes.
Oh, we need to know who this guy was.
Like September
Okay.
from the same dealer.
Okay. So how much did you pay for it?
That's 70.
70. Now that when it shows up on a search registered to Fast Track and you, Scott.
Okay.
And was this blended money, company money, your money?
That whole transaction was blended. Used about 30 to 40,000 of my own money, and the remaining from the company.
More blended
So about
money,
half-
folks.
About half of each.
A third.
I mean,
Okay.
this guy was buying a used car dealership with your
Now
funds.
we picked up 2 vehicles in
Your
Florida.
funds.
Correct.
That's insane.
Correct.
And that was I don't have it in front of me, a Maserati and another 535 BMW, correct?
Correct.
And they are titled to the company, correct?
Title to me.
Title to you.
Bye.
And
Joe.
you purchased those cars with company money, correct?
Yes.
We
You're a
did
bad
the
boy, Scott.
auctioneers meet with you yesterday in Florida?
They didn't. I texted them twice. We're going
Exactly,
to catch up with
Kellyanne.
them today to
Would you be
sign.
that kind? Because I
Sure,
think
sure.
Yeah, I know here in New Jersey, we always sign the back of the title, but I think it's different in Florida. You have to sign as the seller in 2 places. So I thought these were titled to your wife, though.
They are. I'm sorry. I missed them. Yeah, they
Okay.
are.
I just want to clarify
Put
that.
him in
So we
jail.
need your wife's signature. She signed on the back and needs to
Yep.
sign on the front, or vice versa.
Sure.
His
Okay.
poor wife.
And also, I know when I first met with you, we talked about the electronic title that you had on the other car.
Correct.
Have you received that from Tallahassee or wherever you received
I've not. I ordered it.
Okay. And if when you do get that, would you be kind enough to have, I'm assuming it's titled to your wife is the word we
Just
got.
sign it and transfer it over. No problem.
Just sign the 2 and then make sure you send it to David and then he'll get it to us, okay?
Of course. No problem.
Yeah, you do
Because
that, Scott.
the problem's
you be a
going to be
good boy.
when we sell it, whoever buys it is going to want that title. So we'd appreciate your cooperation on that.
Not a problem at all.
Scott's been known to be a man of his word, John.
Okay,
Don't worry.
the Ferrari,
Yep.
the F430.
Correct.
When was that purchased?
July or August.
Company money?
Blended company in my funds.
Now, when you say your funds, were you receiving income from the company that you had this kind of cash to move?
Yep.
Okay.
How much?
And how much did you pay for the F430 at the time in August?
100.
100?
Just an even
How much
100.
you sold it?
Yeah.
And how much did you sell it for?
60.
60.
60,000.
60.
Ooh.
And when did you sell it?
The same day, and the same person I sold the McLaren to, a private buyer in New York.
All right. And you have the name of that private buyer?
I do.
All right. Would you be not kind enough to supply that and any address or contact number you have?
I will find it.
Party to David. And how much did you say? You said you sold it around December of 24 for 60K?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that private buyer needs to be investigated 100%. Private buyer equals Daryl and John from Apex. Just kidding.
All right, Scott, is there any other vehicles we didn't talk about?
No.
Don't lie,
No.
don't lie, Scott. Don't do it.
All right. I just want to clarify some parties, okay?
Sure.
Danielle Bumper is your wife, correct?
My wife, correct.
And
Bless her
she
heart.
was an employee of the company, correct?
She was.
Oh,
And Catherine, same last name as yours. How is she related to you?
My mom and
Mom.
oh dear Lord.
Michael is my father, and early onset investors in the company.
Okay.
His
Were they
mom
ever
and
employees
dad
of
are
it?
involved in this?
Not directly.
Okay. And how much did they loan the company?
In the low hundreds of thousands.
Okay.
What?
And they were repaid?
Partially.
Okay. How much were they repaid?
It's about 70,000.
So about 70%-ish?
No. I said about 70,000.
Yeah. Okay. Laura Moe. Who's that?
My sister.
Sister.
Oh my God.
And
So
was
he
she
had his
also
wife,
an
his
employee?
mom, his dad, and his
She was a
sister.
contractor.
Oh,
Contracting for what?
Twofold. It just delineates, how she got a paycheck. I paid her through her company, which is called United Home Solutions.
United Home Solutions.
Oh,
But
now
she
it's
was,
getting
for all
interesting.
intents and purposes, a full-time employee like everybody else.
Okay. Jason Bennett.
Exactly, Kelly.
Jason Bennett was the later hire, and was brought on as basically a recruiter, business analyst, kind of jack of all trades like everybody else, and moved into a senior level position. Basically became my chief of staff later on, but fairly close to when the company closed.
It's
Okay, is he a
exactly what
friend
I
of yours?
thought. These guys
Yes.
had no clue
Okay.
what they were doing. No clue
And how
what they
long
were
has he been
doing.
a friend of yours?
Since the 5th grade.
Wow. That's a couple weeks.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's
All
actually
right, and
sad.
Dana Bennett, I'm assuming, is his wife,
She is.
and she was also an employee?
Correct.
Okay. And also a friend. Okay.
Yes.
Also a friend. Oh. And Grandma was the CEO.
How about Mike Ewing?
Mike Ewing was a previous employee. He's no longer employed or affiliated with us, at all.
He's the
Is he
guy
a
that
family
bought the
member or
cars.
friend?
No.
Okay. How about a party by the last name of Yu? Why you?
His first name, I could call him Wei.
Right.
Again, a former employee, not a friend. He was hired about a month before the company closed.
A month. Wait, was that?
How about Joshua Carrasco?
Wait.
Josh Carrasco
Was
was
that Sage?
a former software developer from Canada. Again, a contractor, not a family member or a friend, but a previous employee.
Okay. And Charles Mule?
Charles Muley. Charles Muley was a friend. Again, no longer employed, but somebody I've known since the 10th grade.
Okay.
Of course, they're not employed.
Now, at any time, did the company buy any vehicles for anyone else?
Yes.
And who did they buy them for?
We bought a vehicle for my former COO, Angel Irizarry.
And what kind of vehicle did it purchase for them?
BMW 535.
What year, Scott?
Maybe a 15, 16, 17 in that general.
Okay. So 15 to 2017. And how much did the company purchase the car for?
Between 15 and 20,000.
Man,
17,000 jumps
cheapskate.
out at me.
Okay. And the car, was it titled to the company or was it titled directly to the individual?
It's titled to the individual.
And this titling, purchasing the car for this party, was that in lieu of compensation? Was that why was it done?
For a number of reasons, namely, our people. We try to compensate our people very fairly. Some we were able to in the form of cash compensation. Others via other incentives like base pay, stipends for living and existing expense, and then others in the form of a car. Angel chose a car as a way to augment his compensation. A cash bonus wasn't going to work for him at the time, so we opted to get him a car.
Why?
Okay. And when did you approximately do this? What month in 24?
Probably July or August.
July, August.
Okay.
Now, did you purchase any vehicles for any other employees?
Not for them. We paid off some folks' car loans.
Okay, so one of your employees had a vehicle, they had a car loan, and the company paid that individual's balance off.
Right.
And who was that?
The first being my sister,
It is sad.
Laura Moe.
How
I paid
sad.
off 2 car loans. The company paid off 2 car loans for her.
And what kind of cars?
A Dodge and an Audi.
A Dodge and an Audi. What are the years on the Dodge and the Audi? Do you know the
Offhand,
make, the model?
offhand, I don't know.
Okay. And how much do you think the company paid in these 2 loan payoffs?
30 grand, 35 grand.
Total?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this guy was taking customer funds and just doing with it
anyone else?
whatever he wants.
I paid off car loans. The one that jumps out at me is for one of my former employees. His name is Kareem.
Kareem.
He was a senior member of the firm. I paid off his 2 car loans as a way to increase his total compensation.
Okay. And about when did you do that, Scott?
Yep,
September,
Kellyanne.
maybe.
9 of 24.
Yeah.
And these two payoffs cost the company about how much?
40, 50 grand.
Jeez.
Okay. Now, any other vehicles?
Not that jumps out of me, no.
Okay. Did
Don't
we pay
lie,
off
Scott.
any loans for your wife or yourself?
Just some credit cards.
Ah,
Okay.
I mean, I did have some alimony to catch up on that the company picked up
child
pre-tax for me.
support.
Okay. To a former spouse.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
It gets worse and worse. I knew there was incompetence. I didn't know it was this bad.
I'm sorry, but I interrupted you. What did you say before that, Scott?
We paid off some credit card debt.
Yes, the credit card debt.
Yeah.
And who was it with?
Navy Federal.
Maybe fit.
Maybe
And about how much did you pay
me.
off?
not much. 10 grand.
10K?
Yeah.
Would you mind, and about when did you do that?
Same kind of time frame, September, October.
September, October 24th.
Yeah.
And you paid with a company check? Or
Just
company funds?
electronic funds, yeah. But then I took that as compensation though.
Okay, but we paid it from a business account?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got
Would you
him.
mind giving
Got him.
David that information on the
Everyone gets
the
paid
Navy
here.
Federal Credit
Welcome
Union
home.
account number and et cetera?
Where your
And
car loans
you'll
will be
receive that
paid.
anyway because to look at funds that were appropriated after the filing, you need to see my personal statement. So I provided the ones germane to the usages.
Okay. Did the company pay any other credit cards during its term for you or your wife?
Probably. And
Okay.
it would be listed as in the books that the accountant has. It'd be listed as owner draw. I know that I did.
Okay. Well, it would help us if you could give us what those
Yeah,
credit
Eddie.
cards are.
Sure.
So we could track that back. And now during this 7-month period, how much credit card debt do you think you paid on you and your wife's behalf?
30.
30?
Did you pay any credit card debt for your parents, your sister, any friends?
Possibly. I mean, I definitely sent people who were involved with the company, paid off debt for them.
Okay.
Certainly myself and my wife.
Yeah, which adds up to about 30, you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for others, I mean, I know that I did exact payments off the top of my head. I couldn't tell you, but I know that I helped out a number of people.
All right. If you could reflect on
You
that.
helped
when
out a
we
lot
get
of
off,
people and
you could
because you
provide
took
that
other people's
information.
money to do it.
Because what happens when the financials come, it's a little bit like it's listed as a draw, but it doesn't help us what's behind the draw.
Got it.
If we drew that to pay somebody's credit card, then we'd need to know who it was and for which credit card, account number, etc.
Right.
He might as well
I can
be
provide all that.
honest because when they go through the
And
financials,
did the company gift anything to anyone in the form of money or assets or debt relief?
Yeah, a few employees we did that for.
Okay,
A few
and
employees.
I'm not going to pin you down right now because we're way behind.
Yeah.
If you could make a list of that and supply it through to David, and he'll get it to us.
unreal.
Okay?
Sure.
So what we're looking for is you in essence gifted something to someone. They didn't do any work for it or et cetera. It's just a gift.
it's gonna come out when they
For
go through his
purposes of
paperwork.
with debt relief, yes.
Yes.
So,
okay.
And then if he gets caught lying here, he's gonna be even more trouble.
The computers that were at the Red Bank location.
Yep.
Laptops.
Yep.
Do you have those?
We didn't collect laptops from employees when they left the company. We allowed them to keep them. I have a few computers and laptops and monitors that are.
Is there a hard drive to that?
I mean, they have hard drives in them. Yeah, of course.
Unbelievable.
I think
Unbelievable.
our forensic financial guys will probably be in touch with you with
Sure.
regards to.
Oh yeah, those
obtaining
laptops are
those, okay?
long gone.
And we know who your accountant is, and we'll be in touch with them to get all that background financials. Did the company maintain a safe?
No.
A safety deposit box? Scott, if you don't mind,
Ask
I
him
saw
about
you
his
shake your head, but
crypto.
the recording
Ask
doesn't
about the
keep-
No,
crypto.
neither.
Okay. Okay. I know we're already in about going on 35, 40 minutes. This is a 341A creditors meeting. There's approximately 80 creditors on. I'm going to ask that if you wish to ask a specific question, not regarding the individual or the principal or anything to that extent, but a direct question about assets, what happened to them, anything that has to do with a business
I'm gonna
sense,
ask him.
financials, etc. You're welcome to activate your video and ask this. You're going to have to give me your name and address and ask the questions in brief, because we can't have 80 people go on for 5 or 10 minutes, if you know what I mean. We have a whole calendar behind you of cases. Dan, did you want to start?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll start it off. I've got a couple questions here. My name's Dan Hussey, A1A Parkway Drive, Wheaton, Illinois. The first question I wanted to ask is if
I
there
don't want to
was
give out my
a
address though.
general counsel with FastTrack Trading, and if that general counsel specifically ever advised bankruptcy to Scott and to senior level, and what the date of that advisory may have been.
Ask them
It
about the
was.
crypto.
The date of the advisory was October 19th.
I think we were pretty thorough on many of the assets that we were looking to get questions on. Let's see if I've got another listed question here.
Yeah, and the other problem is I'm not actually a creditor, so I
Dan, while
probably
you're thinking
shouldn't
that,
speak.
Scott, has the company ever owned any real estate?
No.
Have you ever owned
Yeah,
any
right.
real estate?
Me personally, in my name?
Yep.
No.
What? That's a
Okay.
lie.
And next up on my list here is, did FTT ever let users or receive payments via crypto?
Yes,
Good.
thank you.
And how much were the total sums of those crypto transactions?
In terms of revenue, between 6.5 and $8 million.
Okay.
Total.
And did you use the proceeds from these asset sales to, did you buy any other crypto with company assets?
Any other crypto
outside of the revenue streams, obviously, that were brought in?
You have to ask a more specific question. Are you referring to, did the company buy crypto for itself with the crypto it received?
Or with cash, that the money and revenue streams?
No.
Did the company buy any other crypto other than the crypto it received for payments of transactions?
Yeah.
No.
Liar.
And okay. And for whose benefit was the crypto? What wallets were they held in? And
We need his
what's
wallets.
the state of those wallets
all
now?
of them.
They were held in 2 wallets, both of which are empty and have been since the company closed, with the exception of a $5,000 transfer that was my own money.
But
Okay.
where?
And so, did you buy any crypto personally with proceeds of asset sales?
Exactly.
No, not. No. I did not buy personal crypto with funds generated via asset sale or otherwise from FastTrack Trading.
You're lying.
Okay.
Just lied
You
under
good, Dan?
oath.
Yeah, I'm good for. Actually, does that include the asset sales of the cars that were discussed earlier?
All of the car funds were used for either attempted refunds or to further the company prior to the January 16th bankruptcy filing, which I produced statements to validate.
Yeah, ask him
Sure.
about
And
the
have you
Kohl's
produced
cash.
statements for all the attempted and otherwise produced refunds?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's lying.
And then lastly, why were international clients left off of the initial bankruptcy filing
Purely
as creditors?
Purely an error. There was some information that was not as accurate as it should have been on the initial filing, which I'm working with counsel to amend. You know, as you can understand, you know, this is the first time I've had to do this. Getting through that documentation in the time frame needed, I should have been a little more careful. But like I said, I apologize for that, and an amended version of this document will get submitted in the next few business days.
Okay, and then how much in total refunds have you issued, and what were the approximate date range, right? That was, I know we're not going to go through all of them today, but like when did they start going out and when did they stop? And what was the
Refunds.
approximate amount?
Sure. In total, the refund amount was probably around 175 to 180K, and they went out in December.
And then via the Rise blockchain, we're able to see most of the company transactions. What were in the final days of FTT? There were a number of transactions, many in the 5 to 6 figure range, going out to various payees that were close with the company. What were those gifts? What was the nature of those?
They were not gifts. I'm assuming you're referring to the amounts like 15,000, 25,000. Those amounts. There were 4 of them. Referring to those. Okay. They went to officers. And you'll see a line item in the disclosure statement around legal fees paid, $100,000. The funds that were sent to 3 individuals, one of whom were my wife, were used to get funds to them so that they could get bank checks and we could tender our retainer. It was done in short order. We were limited in terms of what banks we can access and how much money we could get, or I could get in an expedient fashion. So on that day, within minutes, you'll see a number of transactions. I think there were 2 of them for 25, 1 of them for 15, and maybe 1 of them for 6. They were all to officers of the company. And further on that afternoon, we went to their respective banks, got bank checks, and dropped them at Winans, Goldman, and Spitzer to complete our retainer agreement.
Okay. There was also it's been brought to our knowledge that there was a FTT data leak that ended up doxing all of the clients. Why haven't the clients been notified under US law of that data breach and doxing event? And is there any plan to notify all the former clients of it?
We are still looking into into that matter. We didn't overlook it at all, and I believe that we have 90 days by New Jersey state law to contact folks, and we will.
Oh my!
And then, do you use the alias Donald Trumpet on social media platforms?
I'm not on social media. My official
he's so full of it.
X and social media is either Wall Street Warrior or @STRIES_FTT.
Okay, you good, Dan?
Yeah, let me double check here.
All right, while you're double checking, let me circle back to you.
I like Dan.
Scott, for a couple. EH Holdings LLC.
Yeah, ask about the watches
Does that
and
have
the
any
collectibles.
vehicles?
No.
That's registered
I'm
to?
gonna type in here.
Does that have any assets?
No.
Okay, and what was your date of marriage? The most recent one?
Don't tell my wife. I think September 24th.
Okay, of 24?
Yeah.
And where were you?
August 24th, maybe.
Where were you married?
Las Vegas.
And were you married in a
Donald
hotel in
Trumpet.
some sort of
Yeah, in a chapel in Las Vegas.
Okay, and where were you staying at at Las Vegas?
Caesars.
Caesars? Did you take any parties with you from work?
Some party, a party lived in Las Vegas, and others met us there. The next
Now,
after we got the day after.
How many?
One.
One? So it was only two people besides you and your wife?
No. One individual joined us because he lived in Las Vegas, and we had 7 or 8 others fly in.
And did the company pay for that?
Yeah, they did.
Who used the FTT wedding?
And did it pay for the food and everything else for
Yes.
how long was this wedding, for another word, retreat?
Sure. In total, about 4 days.
4 days?
5 days.
How
Yeah.
much did it cost the company?
Probably 50 grand, 60 grand.
Unreal.
And that was written, it was paid for by company
more
funds?
payout money.
Yeah.
Gone.
Did it pay for all the rooms and everything?
For everyone, correct.
For everyone, okay. I'm sorry, Dan, you're done, correct? Anyone else?
Let's see if he sees my
Okay, 'cause I
chat.
got 77 participants. Anyone else that would want to ask a question or two pertaining to financial matters to the principal of the debtor? Okay. With that said,
There's one.
I'm sorry. Your hand's up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Yes, Your Honor.
No, wait, let me interrupt you. I'm a bankruptcy trustee. I'm not a judge.
Okay.
I have a lot of black on, but I don't wear a robe and I'm not that smart. So
Very good.
go ahead.
This will be a quick question. I'm Billy Wilson. I'm here as a representative of not only myself, my mother, Thelma Haggard. I'm glad to see Scott on and glad to see that this matter being resolved. I only have one question, or maybe a two-part question, but as it relates to the finances of FastTrack, how much money was in cryptocurrency as a asset at the beginning of October 2024? And I guess the follow-up to that question is—
Well, let him answer. Mr. Wilson, let him answer that one first and then do your second.
Yes, sir.
FastTrack Trading had no assets. So whatever crypto it received as form of payment is how much crypto it had. So in October,
that is an asset.
That was after our data issue and that second and third week in September. That's when a lot of Apex folks came over to answer your question, backhanded number. If they're in October, there might have been 300,000, 400,000 in total crypto that we received for payment at that time, if I had to guess.
Okay.
And by that time, we had Rise working. So whatever crypto was in there was converted to USDC and sent to Rise.
Sent to where?
Okay. And I guess the follow-up question is, at the moment that there was the discussion or the determination that there would be a dissolution of FastTrack, how much crypto was moved at that time, which was available to pay out? How much of that was moved outside of the business?
Thousands. Outside of business, none.
Full. Okay. He's still full of it.
All right, thank you. Anyone else, just raise your hand.
It's not going to end well for him. The forensic analysts are going to find
the system does move a little
financial
slow.
they're going to find all this stuff.
Okay, Sean, go ahead.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Sean, but just activate your video, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
Get him, Sean.
And then when you do, we just need your name and address.
Exactly, Kilo.
Okay, I'm gonna need to disconnect because it needs access to the camera. Is that okay?
I don't know if we'll be here when you get back, but
okay.
Go ahead.
I'll attempt it.
Go ahead. Anyone else? Just raise your hand, please.
If I was a creditor, I think I would ask him about the
Okay, I don't
watches and the
see anyone, so I'll
collectibles.
give a minute or so to Sean to see if he comes back on.
Alpine, I'll identify as Alpine.
All right, Sean, can you hear me?
Man. The watches and the collectibles, no one's asked about that yet. I put a message in,
All right,
but
Sean
I don't think he
disappeared,
sees
so
it.
I'm going to give him a minute or two to call back in. Is there anyone else that would like to raise their hand?
I just want to chime
activate their
in, and I just
video,
want to say,
and
welcome
ask a
home,
question?
Scott. He did seize them. They're up for auction. Oh, okay. I date you. Mwah. I
Just gonna
dare
give
you.
Sean
Yeah,
that courtesy
okay.
of another minute or two.
Oh, I do want to do it.
I don't know if he'd be able to get back in.
I just
be
want
honest with you.
to. Welcome
Now that
home,
I say
Scott.
that. Because I'm
And-
getting emails from people that are in my later calendar that they can't get in.
I don't want to
Even
make a
into the waiting
joke of
room.
this, though.
All right. What we're going to now do is conclude this 341 exam at this time. Scott, I appreciate your cooperation thus far and would greatly appreciate it going forward as we move ahead in this case. Of course, I have nothing but high regards for your counsel, one of the most competent bankruptcy attorneys in the state of New Jersey. So I know we'll do well with him. Okay. I'm going to conclude at this time. So if the folks who are here for Fast Track, if you do have a claim, you're allowed to file what's called a proof of claim with the United States Bankruptcy Court Clerk in Trenton to protect your claim. So if any assets are liquidated and a distribution is made to creditors, that you would share in that. Okay, but you only have a limited time to do that. And off the top of my head, I believe it is April 17th is the deadline. After that, you go into a different status, which would be tardy, and then that would put you in a weaker position. Okay. With that said, if everyone can start to leave the meeting, I have to stay on to do a couple more hours worth.
All right. Sounds
Thank
like
you,
that's
Mr. Trustee,
it.
sir.
Scott, thank you, David.
Thank you, Mr.
And again, thank you to everyone else out there. You've been more than cooperative, and it's greatly appreciated.
We're going to sign off now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, there you have it. Welcome home. Man, I think he's going to be in for a lot more trouble. I mean, if he thinks he can just kind of say things, be vague about it. I mean, they're going to dig through the financials and they're going to find everything. He's going to have to answer. He's going to have to answer for any funds that are leaving, that left the company. He's going to have to answer for it. But that last part, if Fast Track owes you money, and you have proof of it, send it in. But that's crazy. And I mean, I don't know if they will go after affiliate payouts. I don't know. They will look at basically everything that's outgoing. They will look at it. They will question it. There is some that is going to be legitimate, but I know for some bankruptcy filings, going back like 6 months, which is basically everything, everything gets questioned. And I don't know what's going to happen, but man, Oh, that is crazy. The guy bought these 15-year-old luxury cars and then he sold it on Carvana. Oh my goodness. It basically, one thing it confirmed that he is exactly as dumb as I think he was. All right, meanwhile, market breaking out above the 230s now. Oh man, what a crazy. That's crazy. It's just, I don't know. It's like if you received any payout, even if it's a legitimate payout, sometimes they will basically look to consolidate, but I don't know. I definitely it's going to be interesting what happens. I don't know, design. Everything that I've seen, I mean, the guy literally started a prop firm from his basement and he involved his mom, his dad, his sister to get it started. Like, the guy's an idiot. I hate to break it to you guys, but the guy's an idiot. And he's dumb enough that he will lie about things that will just be so easy to prove him that he was lying. That's what's going to actually get him in jail. The actual, like, what he actually did with FastTrack trading is going to be difficult for, it's going to be difficult for that to get him in jail. But if he lies under oath about stuff that he did, that is actually what will get him into jail a lot easier. Like, if he just admits to everything he did, he likely will, I mean, likely won't go to prison. But if he lies about what he did under oath, that's when things were going to not go so well for him. So I will share the whole meeting. Everything will be on my channel. I will clip it and upload only the meeting part. I'll do that later today, but unbelievable. I mean, it was pretty, I don't know, that was pretty crazy. The guy bought what car was it that he bought? He bought this car for $180,000 and then sold it for $105,000 to a friend, a private. I mean, that guy's going to get investigated, and very, very likely that car, he will get investigated, and I don't know what they will do, but any funds that were used, my favorite comment, my favorite was the blended. I think what's wrong, guys, is if you guys would have shown him that you have a car loan, if you would have shown Scott that you have a car loan to pay, you might have gotten paid. Seemed like he has a soft heart for people with car loans. Yeah. It's just wild. That is wild. Wild and sad at the same time. Man, oh man. I mean, to think, like, this is what shocks my mind. Like, I don't mean to throw Damn Good Kyle under the bus here, but I remember the first interview that he did, Damn Good Trading Kyle. The first interview that he ever did with that guy, and that guy was going on and on about how much money. I mean, he was saying how he invested like hundreds of thousands of dollars into his platform and how everything is going to be. I knew from that exact point, I knew that guy was full of crap. Like, he was so full of it. I knew it. The guy's been lying from day one. And he thinks people are too stupid to know that he was lying. And unfortunately, some people were too stupid to realize that he was lying. Unfortunately. But it was just way too, you could see it from 100 miles away. Sad. Sometimes we're just a land of too much opportunity. Exactly. They said we can't record the hearing. Ivan, who said that? I don't know, actually, Lala. Actually, that if you want to, dude, let's just give me a minute. I would be shocked if it was still on there, but that would be funny. Wasn't that interview? No, that was not a judge. That was just the basically. But Cameron, the very important part about this whole interview is that he was under oath. He was under oath, which means if he is lying, this was basically a preliminary hearing kind of sort. Where basically they were asking him some very basic questions about the finances and his assets. But that is not the extent that this will go to. The forensic, they're going to dig into his financials, everything, and he's going to have to answer for it. And if he's found that he lied, you know, that's where things are going to get very messy for him. But didn't that, I think, wasn't that done on a live stream? I want to say it was. Yep. Guys, if you do we want to watch this?
Their losses and their gains, are they kicking other traders when they're down and bragging about their wins, or are, you know, when they're losing, are they blaming us? Are they blaming themselves? It's a 360-degree view of what a trader is doing, what they're making, what they're losing, but also how they're, you know, obviously, you know, how they're doing it. And we have the help of a very powerful compute platform, but also some members of the team can spot talent. You know, from 50
I want to
miles
find
away.
a place where he said how much he invested.
Approach to the $25,000 opening balance, and then your stop loss is appreciated every single day. So we're here to keep innovating, and there'll be some, you know, I think that in the next quarter, certainly Q3, Q4, I'm not gonna disclose anything right now, but we might have a different style of account that pops. Introduce it, and in addition to what on a case-by-case basis, we'll light up credit cards for previous users who want to reinstate their accounts, but we are not accepting them from new traders, and we are not really accepting them for 9/11. But from there, I've worked at just about every.
Wait, how do you search that?
Every hedge fund worth 10 million or more on the sell side. I was a assistant.
Can I get the definition of blended?
Running about $1 billion.
Blended funds, folks.
a week.
Okay, I need to pay attention here. We might get it set up here.
Fixed income, ABS, MBS, volume worked at just about every big bank. And in 2022, I left my last my Top Step Live and my 3 Top Step XFAs. I blew 108K, and I talk about it all the time. It's part of growing up as a trader. Who fucking cares? It's money. We'll make more.
Yeah, it's about learning from those pain.
Hang on. I feel like it's in the beginning.
Crowder?
You could hear me.
Yeah.
But how's it? Okay. So you're gonna have to be looking at the live chat. I'm having major technical difficulties over here. So
right,
you're gonna have to pick the questions, Scott. I
Order
cannot
submitted.
see the live chat for some reason. So that is going to be up to you. But okay, I think we have everything sorted. We have the audio all good. So we'll start off right now. So we have Scott Trieste right here, CEO
It's
of
Trieste.
FastTrack. What is it?
Correct you. It's Trieste.
Trieste. Oh god, I always.
I just
get that
want to
wrong.
find the place where
From
he.
Italy. But yes, we are here, and we have
Order
Scott.
submitted.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, but they have been blowing up like crazy since they launched just a few months ago on May 20th with their official live launch. And since our last interview with Scott, they were at about 1,000 people in their Discord just about a month ago, I believe, month and a half maybe now. And now they're at over 4,000 people in their Discord. So we have seen a 4x in just around a month, which is insane growth with a
Another took 40,000 last week for 10F1.
I just want to find that one
started
clip.
May 20th, so this is just about 60 days. But our big payouts didn't kick in for a few weeks after launch. So if you really wanted to extrapolate that to the narrower time frame of probably 6 weeks, we paid out close to 1 million. So it is a huge milestone for us. We to some degree maybe an SMB if you wanted to go the. I can tell you it's going to.
All right. I'm going to find it off. I'm going to find this. Too funny. Anyway. All right. We're in a trade. Come on. Let's get filled on that first target. Is the plan and the hope here. Anyway, I guess it doesn't matter either, but so I was looking for I think if I remember correctly, he was talking about how they spent like over like 300,000 or something on the development of their back end and getting the best trading platform and everything, when I know it's literally a white label boilerplate thing that you do for a prop firm. That's what I was looking to find, but I couldn't find it. Oh, but wow. Blended funds. Everything was blended. Everything was blended. He said blended a lot. He said blended a lot. All right, market. We're doing a slow grind here. Trying to be patient. Pop it. Come on. Hey, let's go. First target filled. All right. Do I just take, I mean, the high of the days, I feel like right here is a good target, 249s. But we also need to make new highs. That is going to be important. Also, we're trading past 11 o'clock, which a little bit of a problem. A little bit of a red flag here. Blended. It was either 300,000 or 800,000, Lala. It was like, I'm not sure. I can't remember which one it was. Try 100,000 and see what comes up. All right, market. I'd love to get this to break out above the 50s. Let's go just straight to the 50s, and we might just call it a day. Hang on, where's my phone? I do have friends. We have friends coming over. This is not exactly what I had in mind. Hang on, I need to... Yeah, Dab, I definitely missed the setup here or there. Like this one I missed. It's fine. We definitely got distracted by Scott. Scott once again costing us money. I wonder if we can add that to the lawsuit. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Poor Scott. Blended. How did you pay for the car? It was blended. Blended funds. Oh, if he thinks that's going to hold up when they get into the forensic analysis and everything, it's too funny. Blended funds. It's like, hey, honey, I need to go buy some golf clubs, but we can use our blended funds. It'll be fine. Did Patrick give away 1,200 Apex accounts? I don't think so. I thought he was giving away 25 accounts. Is what I heard. I'm going to wait to do my giveaway until... I'm going to wait and see. Wait, was it 1,200? Oh, wow, that's crazy. No way, that's crazy. That is crazy. All right, market, just go break out, make new highs here. This does make me a little bit nervous. Makes me nervous because we are sitting right at, it's noon time. It's noon, and I'm just nervous about what time of day we're trading here. Really do want to see this break out on this candle. Wow, that's crazy. But hey, that's awesome. All right, let me check something. Come on, market. Just go higher, would you please? Man, am I gonna just get out of this? I'm really not in the mood to let this thing go in the red. I'm just gonna put my stop here and hopefully we don't get stopped out. There we go. Rip it. Come on. Come on, we need a break right here. Do it. My finger is on the trigger here. Okay, there we go. Come on, just fill me. Don't stop now. Yeah, let's go. There we go. That's what we were looking for. All right. Love it, love it, love it. Back to green. We just want green days. We want green days. What's for lunch? I'm on a diet, Kellyanne. I am not eating. I'm eating one meal per day. Also, I don't consider one Nutty Bar an actual meal. So I eat one Nutty Bar with my coffee in the morning, and then I don't eat anything until supper time. That's my diet right now. You can judge me for whatever you want, but that is a legitimate diet. Okay? It's real. It's real. The Nutty Bar is there to keep my sanity. It's there for my mental fortitude. It's very important. Very, very important. I want some soup? Nope, no Wendy's meal. Nuh-uh. Okay, guys, I actually need to go. We have friends coming over, and I am not going to be streaming this afternoon. I do honestly I really do like this price action, though. I kind of wish I wouldn't have to leave. I kind of wish I wouldn't have to leave here. But I got to. We got friends coming over. We're going to have a pool party. So I will be back tomorrow morning. I had a good time today. It was kind of sad and kind of funny watching Scott, but overall it's still a sad situation. Anyway, I will be back again. Just reminder, the Apex 80% sale is ending tonight at midnight, so just want to make you aware of that. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for supporting me using the best code ever, NBT. I do appreciate it. Take care, everyone, and we will be back tomorrow morning. God bless.